All right, let's just jump right in because what we're talking about today is a serious game changer. We're going to look at how you, yes, you, even if you've never written a single story before, can write a top-selling psychological thriller with a little help from a very powerful new friend.
Come on, you know you've done this. You finish an absolutely mind-bending thriller, slam the book shut, and that exact thought hits you. That's the sign of a true fan. But what if that wasn't just a wish? What if that was a starting point? You've definitely got the imagination for it. All those dark ideas and shocking twists are just swimming around in your head. But the idea of actually wrangling them all into a full novel? Yeah, that feels like trying to climb a mountain in the dark, doesn't it?
And you know what? For a long, long time, it basically was. The traditional way of writing a thriller was all about mastering this huge, intimidating list of rules.
The old way was, well, it was a grind. It meant years of practice, rewriting the same pages over and over, and facing a constant stream of rejection. It's a system that has kept so many amazing stories locked away in people's minds. Don't worry, we're going to fill in that new way column in just a sec. But first, let's see why the old way was so tough. First, you had to figure out high stakes. I mean, it's not enough for your hero to just want something. No, they have to be on the verge of losing everything. We're talking life and death, the fate of the entire world, no pressure or anything. That's a pretty high bar right out of the gate. Then, on top of that, you needed a ticking clock. The bomb that's about to detonate or the person who has to be saved before sunrise. It's this relentless pressure cooker that creates that page-turning tension. Getting that pacing right is incredibly hard. And how about this one? The unreliable narrator. Trying to create a character who is convincingly lying to the reader and to themselves is a total psychological tightrope walk. It's a pro-level move that can feel completely impossible when you're just starting out. Feeling a little intimidated? Good. That was the old way. But now, everything's different. It is time to meet your new co-writer, your secret weapon for conquering that mountain. Let's talk about AI. So here's the really cool part. All those complicated rules, they aren't magic. They're just patterns. And what if you had a tool that was literally built to find and decode those patterns for you? This is the absolute core of it. AI can analyze the DNA of today's bestsellers by looking at public stuff like reviews, book descriptions, and sample pages. It figures out what's working right now. The AI isn't copying anyone's story. It's just extracting the winning formula and building you a clear step-by-step blueprint to follow. And let's be super, super clear on this. The AI is not writing the story for you. Your dark, twisty, brilliant ideas are still the star of the show. You're the director. The AI is just your super efficient assistant that takes care of all the structural heavy lifting. So what does this actually look like when you sit down to write? Well, it looks like turning the chaos of a blank page into the beautiful clarity of a step-by-step manual. For instance, let's tackle a question that drives almost every new writer crazy. How do you create that perfect, can't-put-the-book-down pacing? The AI-powered manual gives you a direct, plug-and-play answer. A simple but incredibly powerful rule like this one. Suddenly, pacing isn't some big, scary mystery anymore. It's a concrete task. You just apply this formula to your own story, and the tension builds itself. And it does this for everything else, too. No more vague advice. You get clear, actionable guidelines. I mean, look at these. Every chapter must end on a cliffhanger. Your characters should be driven by secrets. It's like having the secret cheat codes to writing a thriller that people literally can't stop reading. So when you put all of these pieces together, the dream of not just writing a book, but actually publishing it, well, it stops being a dream and starts becoming a plan. Remember that empty new way column? Well, here it is. The whole process gets accelerated like you wouldn't believe. You can go from a cool idea to a full first draft in about a month. And from there, you're just weeks away from being a published author. It's incredible. And getting your book out there to an audience has never been more direct. Platforms like Amazon's KDP, Lulu, and Draft to Digital are amazing. They're not just publishing tools. They're powerful ways to earn real digital income. You get to bypass all the old gatekeepers and get your thriller and your royalties directly into your hands. The most important thing to remember is this. There is a huge, hungry audience out there just waiting for the next great thriller. They want your story. Your imagination absolutely deserves that spotlight. So really, what this is all about isn't replacing your creativity. It's about giving your natural creativity a massive, massive upgrade.
This quote really just hits the nail on the head. The fear isn't that AI is going to take over. The real danger is getting left behind because you didn't adapt. The writers who embrace these tools are the ones who are going to succeed. Honestly, think of it like the ultimate team-up. You bring the heart and soul of the story, the emotion, the unique characters, the chilling idea. And the technology brings the structure, the blueprint, the hands to build it. So that dream of writing a bestseller, it's not just a wish anymore. The tools are here. The path is clear, the pen has officially been upgraded, and it's in your hand. So the only question is, what story are you going to write first?